Well, thanks for visiting us this morning at ktalnews.com and your Weather Authority app. I'm meteorologist Josh Marces, and this is your Thursday morning forecast update. Here we go again. Once again, severe weather expected in the Arklatex later this afternoon through tonight. And the main threat for us will be for some large hail, so some quarter to golf ball size hail, or even larger will be possible with the storms initially this afternoon. Then we may transition more to a wind threat after sunset tonight, but we can't rule out maybe one or two tornadoes developing here as well. And kind of an interesting tidbit from the Weather Service today. This is the 16th week of 2023, and this is the 16th time that we've been in one of these severe weather outlooks. And again, it's a level 2 slight risk for us, but that does mean that we do expect to see some scattered severe weather reports. So we're not looking at an outbreak today, but we will see a handful of impactful storms out there. And what we're awaiting is the cold front here. The cold front is going to be hitting a lot of warm and humid air later today, so that's what's going to trigger the rapid thunderstorm development for us. And it's pretty mild morning. We're in the 60s as well as the low 70s. You'll immediately feel the humidity that's built in this morning, so as soon as you open the door, you'll kind of feel that heavy air make its way in. It's still fairly breezy. That south wind will be about 10 to 15 miles per hour today, and even though we will not see a lot of sun, we should see enough sun, but that south breeze will really push these temperatures into the 70s as well as the low 80s today. So again, scattered severe weather will be possible for the entire Arklatex from this afternoon. We're thinking that window for severe weather may open up about 3 or 4 p.m., so we'll likely be dry in most areas through the first half of the day today. But once we get to about 1, 2 p.m., we'll begin to see these little cells pop up, and these will be the cells that really strengthen once we get into the mid to late afternoon. So there's that 3 to 5 p.m. window. You can see the storms really impacting I-30 as well as East Texas and Oklahoma, and you'll see this storms kind of congeal into a line here along the cold front. So again, initially, even that 3 to 5 p.m. window, that's when we can see maybe the largest hail reports that we see of the day, and then likely we'll see some damaging wind threat once we get closer to sunset, and that's probably when we would see the potential to see an isolated tornado or two, and that would be late afternoon, early evening. Late tonight, the threat for tornadoes and hail may come down somewhat, but we'll still see that wind threat likely through at least midnight tonight. We get a little bit of a break early tomorrow morning, but the front will still stay stalled out here south of I-20, so we still expect to see some scattered storm development, especially in Texas and Louisiana Friday afternoon. And Storm Prediction Center has dropped the slight risk for tomorrow, but they still have a marginal risk of severe storms down through Manny, Natchitoches, and some portions of Shelby County in Texas as well. It would be the same threats tomorrow. It would be mainly wind and hail if we can get any storms going. And kind of one of those underrated threats that we'll have to keep an eye on today is that potential to see some flash flooding. We're showing a lot of the area here, picking up about 2 to 3 inches of rain. Of course, you get that much rain in just a few hours, it will likely trigger some flooded roadways. Fortunately, that will be late tonight in most areas, so I don't think we'll have a lot of folks on the roadways, but we could see some of that high water on the roads maybe linger into Friday morning, so can't rule out maybe just some localized flooding as well. We get through Friday. Saturday now shaping up to be a really nice day. We'll have highs in the mid-70s. Wind will die down as well. And then once we get into Sunday, clouds return. I do have a slight chance of rain in Sunday's forecast, but the clouds and the wind turning to the north here will cool us down. So Sunday will be pretty cool, kind of chilly day for us, but Monday looking great. And middle of next week looks like we'll see some storms return next Tuesday and Wednesday.